Good morning, kids. How are you today? I'm fine. Okay, today is Tuesday, May 12th, 2020. Today we are going to have a review, but first we are going to listen and sing a song. First, because we need to practice more words in English. Okay? Are you ready? Class. Today we are going to make a review about comparatives and superlatives. Let's identify the characteristics of each one. Number one, comparatives. Number one, compare two things. Two things, okay? Number two, the clue word is more. Number three, add ER at the end of the adjective, okay? And number four, short adjective, repeat the last letter. Okay? Now, the superlatives. The superlative compare more than two things. For example, 3 markers. Okay? More than 2. Number 2, the clue word is must. Number 3, add EST at the end of the adjective. And as in comparatives, when the adjective is short, you have to repeat the last letter. Okay? Now, let's watch a video about comparatives and superlatives.
Hi guys, how are you? Nice to see you again. Welcome to English Friday. I'm PWC. Hope to enjoy the class. On today's lesson, we'll be covering comparatives and superlatives. We will learn about what comparatives and superlatives are, how to properly use comparatives and superlatives, and some exceptions. However, before we start, I need you to know something. Every time you compare in English, you must always use than instead of that. For example, she is more beautiful than flowers. Going to the beach is better than going to the mountain. I prefer soda than orange juice. See? Easy peasy. Let's start now. What are comparatives and superlatives? Well, comparatives are adjectives that compare only two things. It's like comparing cartoons and TV series. How to use comparatives. First, don't forget comparatives are used only to compare two things. The clue word for comparatives is more. Add an ER, which is an abbreviation of more at the end of the adjective. And if the adjective is too short, just duplicate the last letter. Then, you would say something like, I was born first than my brother, so I am older than him. What you cannot say is, I am more old than him. This is not correct. It's like mixing the word more with the adjective. Let's make an example. Guess you're running against a friend, only the two of you. And then, you win. So, what would you say to your friend? Then, you told your friend, I am faster than you, which is correct. What you cannot say is, I am more fast than you. This is not right. Well, moving on. Superlatives are adjectives that compare more than two things. Like comparing three people to see which one is the oldest, the youngest, and the tallest. How to use superlatives. First, don't forget superlatives are used to compare more than two things. The clue word for superlatives is must. Add an EST, which is an abbreviation of must, at the end of the adjective. And if the adjective is too short, duplicate the last letter. Let's make an example. Now, let's suppose you're running against many friends. And then, you win. So, what would you say to your friends? Then you tell your friends, I am the fastest runner, which is correct. What you cannot say is, I am the most fast runner. This is not right. Now, we're almost done, so let's see the exceptions. First, if the adjective is too long, more than two syllables, then you cannot use comparatives and superlatives. For example, Spanish grammar is more difficult than English grammar, or she's wearing the most beautiful dress I've ever seen. Second, if the adjective describes an absolute state, like perfect, unique, and uniform, you cannot use comparatives and superlatives. For example, Maggie had the most perfect score at the exam. And there are some irregular adjectives that change with comparatives and superlatives. There are 5 of them, which are good, bad, far, little, and many. And here you have the comparative form and the superlative form. Well guys, my advice for you today is watch English movies with English subtitles. This is really gonna help you out. Thank you guys. See you next Friday. Try something awesome.
Created using Powtoon.
Okay, now let's practice what we saw about comparatives and superlatives. We have activity. Use your notebook or a sheet of paper. And instruction steps. Complete the chart. We have 5 adjectives and we have to write the comparative and the superlative form for each one. Remember, comparatives ends with ER and the clue word is more. The superlative ends with EST and the clue word is most. Okay, are you ready? Let's start all together. Number 1, tall. Comparative form of tall. We add ER. Tall and taller. Superlative form of tall. Tallest. Short. Shorter. Superlative form. Shortest. Strong. We add ER at the end. Stronger. Superlative form. Strongest. Big. Big is a short adjective, so we have to repeat the last letter. The last letter is G. So we have big, double G, or bigger. Superlative form is the same. We repeat letter G and we add est. Biggest. Beautiful. Beautiful is a long adjective, so we need to add the clue words. We add first more beautiful. And for superlative, we add most beautiful. Okay? For homework, please send photos of your work to my email address, juliet1607@gmail.com. Don't forget to write your name, your grade, and your group, and also the date. This is the date, okay? This is how we finish our class. See you soon, guys. Love you.